Good evening, everyone. Hello, Brian. First here tonight. Great time in 20:59. You arrived and you got another power outage. Is that to do with the weather again? Is it pretty windy there at the moment? Lovely and sunny here. We are having a beautiful Easter period or April period. Such a shame we can't go out and enjoy it. But the garden comes a close second. So that's good. As you can see, qualifying has been completed and we have Bobby Swift on the pole. Hello, Joaquin and Lucas. Tell me Lightning McQueen is winning. Let's hope so. He's in 9th. Ralph Carlo in 2nd. Icar in 3rd. Ernie Gearson in 4th. Ponchy Wipeout in 5th. Darren Leadfoot in 6th. Todd Marcus in 7th. Mulvhill in 8th. Lightning McQueen in 9th. And Clutchen down in 10th. So Darren Leadfoot, who's leading the championship by only 3 points, is down in 6th. Todd Marcus 3 points behind, is in 7th, just behind him. And Bobby Swift, who's in 3rd, is on pole position. Same from yesterday. Oh, not good, not good. So, what we should do then, we should technically get this race underway, shouldn't we, really? That would be the better thing to do. Let's wait for the announcer.
Drivers, start them engines!
So the engines have started. Hello, Eric. How are you today? Let's hope we don't have any. Let's hope we don't have 20 billion cautions, because we don't want that again, do we? There is Bobby Swift on pole position, doing an excellent job for a rookie this season. My money is on him to win this race today. Let's hope he can pull through and do his duty for the rookies. Let's hope that we don't have too many crashes, and let's hope that Lightning McQueen can pull something out tonight and maybe win a race, or not win, but maybe get on the podium. That would be very, very nice. So the pace car is in, and we are going to start this race right now. Here we go. Green, 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 green. Let's go. Let's go. Great start from all the cars, staying in very, very good tight positioning. And Brian, I am on it. Trust me, I am on it. Just trying to figure it out. Icar in the lead. Ponchy Wipeout in 2nd as they go to complete their first lap of the day. Brilliant driving from Ponchy. Bobby Swift falling very, very far behind. And it looks like we have Ponchy now leading this race. Very, very, very good indeed from these boys at the front. D'Agostino very close to Lightning McQueen. Could end up being dangerous. Maybe not, he's going low now. D'Agostino, Lightning McQueen leading in front on as he goes into lap 3. We are racing, boys. We are racing. D'Agostino now takes over the lead with Ponchy Wipeout very, very close behind as they come round. Just can't beat that sound of them engines as Ponchy Wipeout now takes the lead. Brian's favourite driver, I believe. Driving perfectly round the track. Not having any issues so far. Lap 4 of 130 laps today. We are on round 11 of the Piston Cup. You'll notice that we aren't at American Raceway as promised. We are at Atlanta, and the reason for that is I tested American Raceway about 10 times and there was many issues with it, so I scrapped it. I scrapped it because I wanted a decent race, and this is what you've got. Atlanta, fantastic little track, lots of laps, lots of action. Look at Lightning McQueen there taking iCar, brilliant move. Could the McQueen, could the McQueenster win a race today? Bobby Swift now making a comeback to the front of the grid. Now it looks like Bobby Swift is going to go and take the lead from McQueen. He's coming in the inside and he hits him. He nearly hits him. Todd Marcus now making his face known at the front of that pack. Now Bobby Swift protecting that second place from Marcus. Lightning McQueen going up high, potentially looking for clean air. Bobby Swift going out in front now as we have a new leader. We've had many leaders already on this track. We could have many more. It's Bobby Swift coming around nice and smooth round that back turn as he comes over to start lap 9 of this Atlanta race. Fantastic racing from Bobby Swift, from all the guys at the front of this track. They are doing pretty well. D'Agostino is in second. Ponchy Wipeout in third place. Bobby Swift is absolutely storming this now at the front, keeping the lead. The rookie, what a sensational season this boy is having. Absolutely epic, going above and beyond at the Piston Cup this season. Absolutely brilliant on his debut. Not worried about any of the old guys competing with him. He is just getting on with his job and enjoying every little moment of this first season in the Piston Cup. Hi Rhett, how are you mate? How are you? Ralph Carlo is in second place now. Hello Boozle, how are you this evening? Yes Brian, 1997. In 1997 I was 12 years old. Does that now make you feel old? I was 12 years old in 1997, getting prepared for World Cup 98 actually. Ralph Carlo now goes into the lead here. There is the pace car. You don't want to see the pace car. We want to see the race. Eric, Rhett, Boozle. Is it Basil or Beazle? 1998. I forgot. Don't forget. Nah, it's fine. I bet it was an awesome race though. I bet those were the good days, wasn't they? I bet they must have been the good days of NASCAR. As we have a 4-car lead at the front, or potential lead. We have Ralph Carlo, Ponchy Wipeout, Todd Marcus and Darren Leadfoot. Ralph Carlo needing to get points to keep up with the 3 leaders. There is the table for you below. As you can see, it's very close to the top 3, but Ralph Carlo is very, very far behind. Ralph Carlo is in the lead, Eric, you are correct. Thank you, Rhett. Thank you very much. Rhett Ross Albert, thank you very much, sir. Ralph Carlo still leading this race very, very well, but there's no gap or no room for him to relax. This could become a pit stop race. Lap 15, guys. Lightning McQueen has fallen way back down off the top 10. He's fallen down into 11th place, so very, very bad from him. Perhaps issues with the car, maybe. Leadfoot now gone into the lead with Ponchy Wipeout in second. iCar in third place. Todd Marcus in fourth. Mulvhill now showing his hand at the front of this grid. Bobby Swift still in and about with the legends. They're the only rookie at the front of this grid. So far we have all 35 cars in the race, which is pretty good. Don't know what happened there. That was me pressing too many buttons as normal. Lightning McQueen now back in the top 10, and it's Todd Marcus with the fastest lap, 27.787. Fantastic racing from Todd Marcus, but it's Leadfoot leading this race as they all go down in a line down that back straight. He can do it. Leadfoot can do it. So could Ponchy Wipeout. So could any of these guys at the front. It's such a close race already. This is brilliant. This is what NASCAR's about. You just don't know who's going to win. It could be any of these as they potentially go 4 wide there. Oh, and Leadfoot nearly touched Ponchy Wipeout. And Bobby Swift and Todd Marcus now sprinting down the back here. Absolutely epic racing from these two, especially Bobby Swift. What a race he is having. Let's go on board with Bobby Swift. So now Ernie Gearson now goes into the lead. Bobby Swift falling back, obviously saving himself for the end of the race. Hello Fork, hello awesome Magnus F1 driver. How are you both tonight? Okay, yeah, Bobby Swift, let's go, Eric says. Eric is on the ball tonight. He is definitely shouting for Bobby Swift. Aren't we all? We all want the rookie to win. Of course we do. It'd be a fairy tale if he won this championship. Third in the championship. Ernie Gearson now in the lead on lap 23. As they come round now, we have the nice little peace and quiet as this front guys all come past. Watch this lovely drive-in. Fantastic driving then from all the boys at the front of this group. We have 2 packs. We have this group and we have another group at the back, which involves these boys here. Looks like Cal Weathers has now moved himself up. Looks like there's a massive race going on at the back here for positioning. Look at this. Cars all over the grid, not single filed at all. Driving and racing like they should. It is literally like a roller coaster, Magnus says. It is like a roller coaster. So far, so good. No cautions. Did I speak too soon? Let's hope not. Touching wood, we do not want that to happen. There is Yardley, who's actually won a race this season, but hasn't done anything since, who is running in 12th place. He won a race and has since not pulled anything out the bag. So here we go. We have back to the front. We have Ponchy Wipeout now leading this race. The number 90 car, Darren Leadfoot behind him. Bobby Swift in third. I don't know why I call him Brian. Let's call him Brian Swift, shall we? Mulvhill in fourth. Todd Marcus in fifth, and I-Car just behind. We have a lot of winners or race winners at the front of this grid, but we also have one at the back in 12th. Ponchy is coming back, Brian. You're right. He's now in first place. When they will pit, I don't know. We are on lap 27. It could be any time now. We have 130 laps here at Atlanta. It's going to be a close one, a very, very, very close one. As we've already seen in 27 laps, we've probably had 7 or 8 different leaders. This race will go to the wire, I'm sure. And we have a yellow, our first yellow of the race, guys. So let's see what happened. Oh, we got some smoke here. So that'd be good to see what happened. Oh, it looks like it was Yardley. So what actually happened? Was it with you, or was it... Let's go to Mr. Brick. Where is he? Way at the front here. So Yardley had a crash by the looks of things. He comes round. Oh, gets spun into the wall, takes out lane lock, and we have a few other cars stacking it. Oh, ouch! Oh, yes. Oh! I bet the cameraman got run over a few times then. That couldn't have been good. Wow, not good at all. Looks like Yardley got out of that one. He carried on by the looks of things. But let's do that again. So there's lane lock. He comes round. There's cables. Oh, ouch. Ouch. And I think there's going to be quite a few out by the looks of things. He comes around sideways. Look at that. Rodcap catches him. Oh, ow. Krankzler and Jack DePost, sorry. Jack DePost. So that was pretty epic, as we have our first round of pit stops now by the looks of things. Pretty good. Yeah, it looks like Brick is out. It's Jack DePost and Lane Lock. Yeah, let's have a look at this then. So, Jack DePost is out by the looks of things. Clutchen is now in the lead by the looks of things as well. We have Lane Lock, who's retired. Krankzler is out. Yardley's out. Jack DePost, Cables and Rodcap. I'm not surprised. We did see that crash, and we did see the fact that they all literally hit the fronts of their cars. They're all off to the hospital field unit. There's Clutchen coming in, which will put Ponchy Wipeout, I believe. No, Mr. Sparks. Mr. Sparks will now go in the lead, will he? As they go over the start-finish line, things will change. It's Ponchy Wipeout who's actually in the lead on lap 30 of this current caution. 30. It took 29 laps to get to a caution. Very, very good. Very happy with that. We've got 100 laps to go. Not too far. But we do have, well, we have 5 cars out. Not good. Sparksy's 128 behind now. Miller is 26 seconds behind as well. But Cal Weathers has moved up to 18. So the top 10 are currently Wipeout, Marcus, Bobby Swift in 3rd, Lightning McQueen in 4th. He's moved up to 4th, which is pretty good. He was in 11th at one stage. And then we got Leadfoot in 5th, Gearson 6th, Mulvhill in 7th, D'Agostino in 8th, Clutchen 9th, and Buck Bearingley, who never gets in the top 10, is actually in 10th place. Very, very good from him. He'll be happy if he can keep that position, I'm sure. 18 cautions. Wow, I didn't know that. And Rhett, I believe tonight it's Tuesday. Then we've got the Nations Cup Thursday. And then we've got the Piston Cup Friday. So the next round is Friday, and it's at Daytona Road Course. Daytona Road Course. So that should be an interesting one. A thoroughly tested track as well. Yellow flags are off. Daytona Road Course is pretty epic. It's very, very hard to overtake there. The cars don't get very close, but we do have some fast racing. We used it for the Nations Cup last season. Was an epic race. So let's hope these boys can race around it. But as again, I will completely test it to make sure it's perfect for you guys to watch. This has been a fantastic race so far. 31 laps and only a caution on, I think it was lap 28 actually. So I'm very, very happy so far. Things are going well. Let's touch wood and hope that continues. The pace car, excuse me, the pace car will go in shortly. There he goes. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm muddling my words up tonight. We will have a green flag imminently. And there it is. Ponchy Wipeout needs to get in front of this back marker, Sparksy. Let's hope we don't have any crashes on the restart as they all go low to get out of the way of that back marker. Green. We are back in the race on lap 32 of 130 laps. We have 98 laps to go, guys. It's a long one, but not too long if we're racing like this. It's absolutely perfect. Bobby Swift and Todd Marcus, Ponchy Wipeout all at the front. Let's hope these boys and Lightning McQueen can all keep this going, because it is epic racing of epic proportions. You do not want to miss this. Looks like Darren Leadfoot there is really, really close to Bobby Swift, as you can see. Look, he is really up his bum, up on his bumper. Talk about getting dragged along for free. Use your own fuel, mate. Christ. And Mulvhill is going, I thought he was going into the pits then. He's gone really, really low. Across Todd Marcus and D'Agostino. Now gone into second place. Mulvhill taking that opportunity of that gap while Bobby Swift and Darren Leadfoot were fighting it out for first. They completely forgot about the lower half of that track then and made a go of it. And it's put D'Agostino and Mulvhill in second and third respectively. Bobby Swift then retakes the lead here today. He's been racing for a while. Will he get the bonus points tonight? Bobby Swift probably will receive Rookie of the Year status. He has been absolutely epic. What a great member of this Piston Cup. And I've only recently noticed that paint job is very, very on par with Joey Logano's, with that yellow down the side, sort of stripy sort of look. It's very similar to the 22 car. It looks, I know it's not, it doesn't, nothing like it, but it's just that stripy bit that reminds me of Joey Logano. So lap 39 begins. Everyone doing very, very well. Let's go to the back. There's Sparksy at the back now. There's the pace car. The boys just sitting there eating their donuts. Going through the back of the field, there's Cal Weathers at the back. Here's some more of the drivers who don't get mentioned much in the Piston Cup because they all seem to sit around the back markers. Unfortunately, don't have the cars powerful enough to compete with the boys at the front. But this man does, Ernie Gearson. He has a lot of potential, and so does Clutchburn. He's been around a while. There is Roadages now. He's been in and around the top 10 most of the season. There is the one and only Ralph Carlo. Ponchy Wipeout, Darren Leadfoot, 184, 185 miles an hour, 190 for Leadfoot. Going faster, 194, 195. Wow, cracking job from Leadfoot. All hitting similar speeds, and Lightning McQueen and Bobby Swift now fighting it out for first place. Looks like it's going to be a win here for Lightning McQueen on this lap as he goes down low, pushing Bobby Swift up high, making room for the iCar to come in low as well. Such a quick turnaround at the front of this race. You sort of miss things. You have to be really, really quick to notice what's going on. Because look now, we now have different leaders at the front. Todd Marcus and Ponchy Wipeout. Ralph Carlo all back at the front of this grid. Lightning McQueen falling way back. Bobby Swift still in third though. Pretty good from him. Consistency is his name, his middle name by the looks of things. Lap 44 here at Atlanta. The Atlanta revamped track. Revamped, reloaded, revamped. I can't remember how they pronounce it, but Ralph Carlo now going into the lead into lap 45. Only currently having 5 cars out. Sparksy is very, very far behind and getting lapped already again, so that is not good for Sparksy today. Struggling in that leakless car. Mulvhill is now stuck behind him, and so are others, as Carlo, Leadfoot, iCar and Marcus all go low, getting out of the way. Bobby Swift also caught up in that traffic jam. Ralph Carlo, Leadfoot, iCar and Marcus will make the most of this if they possibly can. The eye in the sky shows us how close this race is. It's just constantly changing. Every single lap we seem to have a different race standing. As you can see, there's now a line growing using slipstreams. I can imagine now slipstreams will become very, very important in this race, and so will normal pit stops without a caution. I find YouTube very, very strange. I'm just going to say this. I've got 4 people watching, okay? Which is brilliant. I love that. Yesterday we had millions of cautions and I had 11 people watching. We've actually got a race on our hands, a really good race, and no one's turned up. But I've got me guys here. Me boys are here, which is good. All you boys. The original crew we are. We are the original G's that watch these races every night for our sanity's sake. God knows what's going to happen when we're all allowed out again. No one will be here. We'll all be out enjoying life. This lockdown's getting a bit much now for us in the UK. How has it been where you guys are? Leadfoot now making a name here. iCar and him pushing ahead on this track, seem to be leaving behind that pack, making their own pack at the front maybe, using that back mark of Ryan Sparks was a good move really. It's giving them the opportunity to spearhead the front of this grid, especially iCar, who seems to have got a slipstream which is lassoed him up the track. iCar looking for his third win of the season. This would be fantastic for him. He will be very happy. Apple having obviously the most money in the Piston Cup, have spent a lot of money this season to win this championship. Whether it will come true or not, I don't know. They started off slowly, but they have started to begin to become a very, very good team, and the iCar himself is doing very well. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and if you help me get to 1,000 subscribers, you will be up for winning a prize, or some goodies, some PC goodies. You'll be drawn out of a hat at random, and your name will be picked, and you will win a load of goodies, PC goodies. So don't forget subscribing, guys, or get people to subscribe, or the more people you get subscribing, the quicker, the more chance you're going to win the PC goodies. Ponchy Wipeout now in the lead. I've got too close to the screen then, I can actually feel the warmth of it. I'm well into this, I am. As we are having a bit of a pack race at the front, I would call it, where it seems to be the same group at the front, and we have a back group who are potentially going to be lapped, I'd say, within the next 20 laps. So that will cause issues, and that could cause collisions. These guys don't seem to be getting close enough either side of each other. They do from behind, but not either side. So very, very safe driving. I think they've been cautioned for the last few races for keeping crashing all the time. Hey, 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 the guy's here. Hey, 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 how are you, mate? You alright? Another original gangster has arrived, guys. So Ponchy Wipeout leading this race, Bobby Swift behind. You couldn't put money on this race, I'm telling you that now. If you were a betting man, you would not do it. So it looks like we may have some pits going on. Some pitting from the iCar, maybe. Not too sure. Yep, we've got Sparksy going in and the iCar going in. Anyone else following yet? A lot of the back markers are following, of course. And there is Ponchy and Bobby Swift. Now, the iCar's gone in the pits. What is this going to mean for this race? Will these boys now pit as well as they all come round? It looks like they're slowing down. Yes, they are. It looks like we're having pit stops from these guys. Bobby Swift is definitely in there. As you can see, they're all coming in slowly. iCar is now back out. Now, he's going to have to get around pretty quick to get back to the front of this race. So there he is. We are going to make sure that we follow him around, because if he can get around, he will go back into the lead in front of Ralph Carlo. So let's keep a look as he comes out nice and eagerly. He will be looking for the end of that pit stop to see if anyone is coming out before him, because whoever comes out before him will go in the lead. He was leading, he went into the pits, as the boys are all coming out the pits at the same time. What will happen here? Let's take a look as they come round. Leadfoot, Lightning McQueen out. It looks like Todd Marcus is there as well. Bobby Swift. And there is Ernie Gearson. And who's that? Who is that? That's Ponchy Wipeout. Ponchy Wipeout got in front of the iCar. Fantastic pit stop from Ponchy. Fan-dabidozy. That was brilliant from Ponchy. He will be going back in the lead, I'm sure, once they go back round. That was Ralph Carlo there, who's technically in first, but once they come back to the start-finish line, it will be these boys who will overtake that, and the standings will update. I'm not happy about that, getting rather close to Ponchy. Don't take him out. Oh, that was pretty epic there. That could have been the end of their race as they go first and second officially. iCar now going low. Could be a mistake as Sparksy's there. That could ruin his chances as Ponchy goes high. And it looks like it's a wrong move for Ponchy. iCar now going into... iCar going into the lead of this race. Gearson very close to Ponchy Wipeout. Could be pushing him along by the looks of things. We now have 3 cars at the front of this track, racing hard and faster every lap that goes by. 61 laps, guys. Hello, the mysterious veteran. He is here. The mysterious man, the mysterious veteran, the man, the myth has arrived. And just to update you all, we have iCar, Ponchy Wipeout and Ernie Gearson in third place. And we've only had 1 caution, guys. 1 caution. Touch wood. Touch wood, we don't want any more. Bobby Swift down in 4th place, struggling to get past Sparksy there, but these boys doing pretty well, these 3 at the front. It looks like it could be a race between these now, as it looks like Bobby Swift is going to struggle to get past Sparksy here as he goes low. So he's passed him, now he has to catch up with these 3. Gearson's gone high and wide, but iCar now has overtaken Ponchy Wipeout for the lead. Could this potentially be a race between these two? Because this looks looks like it could be very agonising. Ralph Carlo in 8th place, Eric. 8th place, Ralph Carlo. Todd Marcus in 5th. Bobby Swift in 4th. Ernie Gearson in 3rd. Ponchy Wipeout in 2nd. And the iCar is in 1st place, looking for his 3rd win of the season. Very pleased with that, as Ponchy now goes back into the lead and the iCar goes wide this time. Ernie Gearson going low on the inside. Is that a better part of the track to be, I wonder? Running for 41 minutes to be exact. We are on lap 65 officially. And we are coming up to back markers. I did say it would be about 20 laps. I think it's been about 15, isn't it? 12, 15. And we're coming up to more back markers now. This is when the struggle will start. This is when that back group of Todd Marcus, Bobby Swift, McQueen, Leadfoot, Carlo could all potentially catch these 3. Because back markers will slow them down. Let's go on board with the iCar and see the view he has of Ernie Gearson. So the iCar does Ernie Gearson on the inside. Great driving from the iCar. They're getting rather close, but keeping away, which was pretty good. Let's go to the official standing screens. We haven't been here since the lap 29 caution. Roadtesta is in 24. Mysterious veteran. I'm going to call you Mr. Veteran or Mr. Mysterious. Yes, he is in 24th place, and we have 5 cars out: Lane, Locke, Krankzler, Brick, Yardley, Jack DePost, Cables and the Rodcap all out. Sparks is 3 laps behind. The iCar is now leading this race. We're on lap 70, but over halfway to the finish of this race. We have 60 laps to go, guys. 60 laps to go of this epic race it's been so far. These 3 at the front are absolutely racing so well. And we have a back group of cars here that are trying to chase them down and just can't manage it. Bobby Swift going really high there. These guys are racing between themselves, but their ultimate goal is to help each other to catch these 3 who are leading this race. Ernie Gearson leading the race and going into lap 74. As they come around that back group behind them is catching up. They're making way, but as I said, they've got to help each other to get past, or to catch up with them at least. But again, it will probably go down to pit stops. That will make a massive difference. Lightning McQueen running in 7th, Todd Marcus in 6th, Bobby Swift in 5th. We have the number 92 car, which is Murray Clutchburn in 4th. My memory went then. iCar in 3rd, Ponchy Wipeout in 2nd, Ernie Gearson in 1st. Look at how close these are running at the front. It is absolutely incredible how these guys have not touched yet. In the sky, and you can see how close things are at the front here. And if you go back, you'll see how far away the other group are from catching them. There's a big distance there. Leadfoot now putting his foot down. Does he have the potential to catch up? Bobby Swift struggling now, down in 8th place by the looks of things. 9th place, sorry. He is going to want to catch up if he's going to want to win this race. He's going to have to catch up very quickly. We are on lap 77 of a 130 lap race. We have 3 cars at the front who are doing very well. Can these 3 continue to do this, or will pit stops change the way this race is proceeding, or will a caution come out and will it bunch them all back together? So it looks like Lightning McQueen is catching up with the boys. He's 162 behind the leader. So that is a potentially good move. So let's see as they all go over the start-finish line. Will he decrease or will that timing increase? Let's have a look as they all go over. So it's not changed. It's not changed at all. That gap is not closed. Yes, it is. 157. So it's only changing by 4. It's not changing by that much. 5, sorry. So maybe they're going to have to pull something out a bit different behind them, because they're not going to be able to catch these guys, especially Icar now, who is really pushing on ahead. So he brings it down to 135. So he is now putting his foot down. Gearson very close to the Icar as they come round. Bobby Swift has moved up to 6th place. Clutchburn in 7th now. Todd Marcus in 7th, sorry. Gearson and Icar drag racing down that back straight. Gearson going into the lead. I'd love to see who has led the most laps today, because there's been so many different leaders tonight. I couldn't even tell you. I wouldn't even want to guess who has led the most laps, because it's been so different. But it'd probably be between these three now, I suppose, because they've been at the top 3 for so long. Lap 83 now. We're nearly close to the hundreds. And it looks like Icar's setting the fastest lap of a 27.644. So it looks like we have a potential race between Ralph Carlo and Lightning McQueen here at the front of this race. Lightning McQueen has now finally caught this group. It's taken about 20 laps to catch them. But will that all be messed up by pit stops? Because Lightning McQueen is going to have to pull out a fast pit, and I think people are pitting already, as you can see. So maybe we'll now have the pit stops. Maybe they will start. The Icar's already gone in, so we're potentially looking for him to come out at some point, but these guys will probably go in around about now. Ponchy Wipeout's going low. Is Ernie Gearson going to carry on around? He is going to carry on. Now we are looking for the Icar. Where is the Icar? There is the Icar. Okay, so he is coming around. He's been in the pits. He'll now try and get in front of all them cars that have pitted to hopefully get back into first place and completely mess up Gearson and Ralph Carlo's position on the track as they come round. I cannot see any of the other cars out already. Nope, they haven't. So he has got in front of them. Potentially, he will now be in the lead. So here he comes. The boys are coming out now. Icar is coming around. Will he get in front of this group of cars? There's Bobby Swift. There's Todd Marcus. There's Lightning McQueen. He's coming around pretty fast. Can he make it in front of Ponchy Wipeout? It doesn't look like it. Ponchy Wipeout is there in front of the Icar. Ernie Gearson nowhere to be seen. Very, very odd. But there's Ponchy Wipeout. Well, now will Ponchy Wipeout go in the lead, or will it be Icar as they come over the start-finish line? Things will obviously change on that scoreboard. So we've got the 117 is currently in the lead on the board. That won't be correct. That will update very, very shortly. There's Ernie Gearson there coming out of the pits. Does that mean we have Ralph anywhere? We cannot see Ralph. He's probably in that group. What we want to do is keep an eye on these two to see if they go back in the lead, because Icar was definitely the first one out, first one in, first one out of the pits. But again, we'll have to see. So it is Ralph Carlo leading this race. There he is, no longer leading this race. He is now out of the leadership. Ponchy Wipeout will take the lead as long as he goes in first on this lap. So there you go, Ponchy Wipeout gets that move up the board to first place, but iCar was too fast for him and eventually overtook him. But now they are coming to a bunch of back markers, which will potentially be hazardous for these two. Not only in the fact of getting in the way of these cars getting in the way of them, but slowing them down from Ernie Gearson, who's 2.65 behind now. Absolutely crazy. That's a big gap to make up. 95 McQueen's 3.05 away. I feel sorry for McQueen. All that hard work of getting back into the top 3, and now he's got to do it all over again. Come on, Ponchy, Eric says. Eric is your main supporter tonight, Ponchy. Or maybe Brian is as well. Not heard from Brian for a while. Are you still here, Brian? You doing your ironing or feeding the animals, maybe? Or has the electric cut out again? Hope not. iCar is currently in the lead, coming up to these back two rookies. They will hopefully move out of the way and let these two racers at the front continue racing, and they have. They've moved out the way to let them bypass. Now it looks like McQueen and Leadfoot are in 3rd and 4th, and they are losing time on these front two, which will be potentially bad, because that will mean they won't have any chance to catch up with them. And I suspect there will be one more pit stop as well, as Ponchy Wipeout goes low, iCar goes high. Looks like it's faster to go low. Ponchy Wipeout gave himself a lovely little slingshot to get around the iCar there. Very, very nice indeed. Don't forget, Nations Cup is back on Thursday. And Friday we are here. We are with the Piston Cup boys again at Daytona road course. So that'll be pretty epic. And then Sunday we are here for the Formula 1 World Championships. So no NR2003 tomorrow or Saturday. Not sure what's going to go on tomorrow night, but we shall wait and see. Maybe we'll have a break and rest the old vocal cords, maybe. Or maybe I'll just play some BeamNG or some Wreckfest tomorrow night. Just turn the mic off and just play away. That could be an idea tomorrow night, maybe. What do you think, guys? Let's have a look at the official standings then. Let's have a look. So, where are we? Bobby Roadtesta is actually a lap behind Mr. Veteran. He is a lap behind, unfortunately. Not good at the moment. He may get back on the lead lap though. Gearings is on the last car on the lead lap. Leadfoot and Carlo are 4 seconds behind the leader. Very, very far behind the iCar and Ponchy Wipeout. It will go down to maybe a yellow coming out, or even a pit stop, which could change the way things are going. iCar catching up with Cal Weathers on lap 98. This race could become a foregone conclusion, because it is literally just between the iCar and Ponchy Wipeout at the moment. Yeah, I do apologise, Mysterious, but it's out of my hands, I'm afraid. Let's hope Roadtesta can pull something out on Friday night at the road course, maybe. Maybe it will be his time to shine, as they say. iCar leading now has clean air. Ponchy Wipeout will use that slipstream. Will you ever do a Cars 3 Next Gen Racing Series? It is already prepped and ready to go for next season, Mysterious. Just waiting for this season to end and we will go into the next gen. So last season was the first Cars series, the first Cars film, sorry. This season is the start of the third Cars film, and the next season will be the end of the third Cars film, where all the next gens completely take over. Got to remember though, there will be no Lightning McQueen next season. He is retiring this season, as is a lot of the other cars, Ponchy Wipeout included. So not good for him, to be honest. Ralph Carlo is in third place. Yes, he is indeed. You are right, Eric. He's in third place. He's 4 seconds behind. He has closed that gap, but can he close it enough to get past these boys? I don't think so. These two are well ahead now. I was thinking about the World Grand Prix races, actually, thinking about doing it. Not too sure though. I've not thought what everyone's thoughts are about it, because I do know that Cars 2 wasn't well received. So I'm not too sure about that one, but I could do it if it's something you'd be interested in. So the iCar now goes in the lead. We're on lap 105, literally. Not long to go now, boys and girls, watching this race. We have had a lovely clean race. A clean race tonight. Really nice. Ponchy Wipeout is now behind one of the back markers, Cal Weathers, which is a bit odd. Is there issues with that car of the number 90? I think that would be quite worrying, because he's now falling way back, in fact. Not too sure what that's about, but the iCar is now well ahead of Ponchy. This is the iCars to lose. Thank you very much, Mysterious. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Very kind words. So let's hope we can get the Grand Prix painted and skinned up. I shall have a look into that for you. So we've got the iCar leading this race, and Ponchy Wipeout has fallen way behind. Not too sure why. Maybe the back markers have slowed him down, but he did move out of the way for the back markers, and Cal Weathers did overtake him. So not too sure what's going on, but he is making a comeback now down the inside. Maybe he had a lapse of concentration, maybe. Not constipation, concentration. Ponchy Wipeout has made it back behind the iCar. I don't know what was happening there. Maybe he was saving his tyres, saving fuel. I don't actually know. But Cal Weathers did overtake him for a short period of time. But the guys that are actually behind in the standings, Ralph Carlo, Darren Leadfoot and Lightning McQueen, have all cut that 4-second deficit down quite marginally, especially Carlo, to over half, or under half. So he is potentially in line to catch up with these, but We do only have 20 laps to go, and I suspect there will be another pit stop. So the iCar has gone into the pits. The iCar has gone into the pits. This means we're on a free pit stop strategy from the iCar. Will Ponchy follow, or will he continue? That's the question. That's the questions on everyone's mind. Will he stay out, or will he go in? He looks like he's going in. He's going low, and he nearly caught the car in front, the RPM car. Wow, 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 wow. That was close. That is Miller that he nearly caught the back end of them. So he's continued round for another lap. Does that mean that he will stay out maybe longer than the iCar, or will he go in on this lap maybe? Let's have a look as he goes back round. Looks like he's continuing. He is continuing on. This is epic. Everyone else seems to be going in except for the leader, Ponchy Wipeout. Is he doing a Todd Marcus race? Todd Marcus won a race like this. He continued without pitting and won the race. How do I decide which races start from first to last at the start of races? We have qualifying. We qualify off screen. The guys have 5 minutes to qualify, all 35 cars, and they qualify in order of race position. So Ponchy Wipeout has gone into the pits finally. Excuse me. There you go. There's the qualifying. Bobby Swift started on pole. Ralph Carlo was in second place. iCar in third. So that is the qualifying. That's how we do it on this channel. We don't show the qualifying, of course, but we do. We show you the qualifying standings before the race. So it's basically, if you get here at 9 o'clock or when the stream starts, then basically you'll see the qualifying results. So Ponchy Wipeout now no longer in the lead of this race. Bit confused about who, because Ponchy Wipeout has now come out, and if you look behind him, you will see a very, very fast approaching iCar coming around just in the distance. What does that mean? Because Ponchy Wipeout stayed for 2 more laps as the iCar comes round. Things will change on this grid now. As you can see, we're on 115 laps. Once they come through the start and finish line a couple of times, that will update itself. Ralph Carlo currently leading, but I do know he is in the pits. So these boys will probably overtake him. There's the back markers coming out of the pits. iCar now trying to get past that back marker there to get to Ponchy Wipeout, and he has got to him. But what does this mean? Because now the iCar is 1 lap behind. Will he get back on the lead lap once they go over the start-finish line? We have some smoke there. I saw smoke. Do we have a potential yellow flag? No, we don't. No yellow is out. So there you go. Ponchy Wipeout is on the lead lap. iCar back on the lead lap. There's Ralph Carlo, who's in first. He has now been overtaken by these two, which means when we go back to the start-finish line, they should be back in the lead. So here we go. It should update itself now as they come over the start-finish line. 1 caution tonight. Remember, there you go. Ponchy Wipeout back in the lead. iCar in second. Ralph Carlo in third. Ralph Carlo looking to get points today because he is so far behind the championship leaders. So we have an epic end of race on our hands, boys and girls. Epic of all proportions, because we have a 3 wide going on in front of these 2 leaders here. And Ponchy Wipeout nearly crashes then, but managed to hold on and go low. Can he get that iCar off his tail? I don't think he can at all. He's gonna struggle here. Ponchy Wipeout getting stuck behind that back marker. iCar going low. Is that a potentially good move or bad move? They're both behind back markers now. iCar takes the lead. By the looks of things, he made the right choice. Ponchy Wipeout now struggling behind back markers and getting a little push there by the Night Trade car. Good to know that Lightning McQueen has gone into third place. He is 4 seconds behind the leader though. That's probably not catchable on this track with so many, not so many laps to go. Very far ahead. Ponchy Wipeout is stuck in between that group of back markers. Here we go then, we are on 8 laps to go. Once they go over the start finish line, we will now see a race to a proper sprint race to the end of this race. Ponchy Wipeout and iCar will now fight it out. They have a lot of clear room in front of them, a lot of clean air now, which makes a massive difference to this race, because Ponchy's now going to have the slipstream, but when he uses it will make the difference, because if he uses it too soon then the iCar will get the slipstream off him and use it back on him as he goes rather close to Mr. iCar. That could have been very epic. No, not all cars are the same, they all have different ratings. Their ratings change throughout the year, depending on what position they come in. There's an NR2003 mod called NR Ratings, which does it automatically for you. So it does. That's why you get sometimes the same people winning, sometimes not, because ratings change like in real life. So yeah, it's pretty good. Ponchy Wipeout now taking the lead. I think personally too early. And I think now the iCar will pounce on this and use that slipstream, maybe on lap 1, 2, 6, push himself in front of the 90 car and potentially go on to win his 3rd race of the season. Ponchy looking for his first win of the season, iCar looking for his 3rd win of the season. So the eye in the sky shows us that we have one car in front of these two. Which one will it slow down, or will he move out the way? Looks like he's moved out the way. He knows what's coming behind him. It's like a stampede of cars. I definitely know that Brian's going to be happy and Eric's going to be happy. Ponchy Wipeout at the front, but that iCar is mysteriously looking very close, and he's going to pounce any minute. You can see it. He's just biding his time to get down this back straight. And will it be this back straight that he does it on, or will he wait to get back around the front end of the track and go low? Here we go. He's going for it. He's pushing Ponchy up high. He's trying as hard as he can, but no, he's gone back behind him. Maybe he wants a bit more slipstream so he can lasso himself around. There you go, he's got it, he's got the slingshot. Now is his time to make a move for that 3rd win of the season. iCar goes in front. Now is the time to make a gap between him and Ponchy Wipeout, as we have back markers now catching up with Ponchy Wipeout, putting pressure on him as well. iCar only has himself to lose now in this race. Epic proportions here, epic racing. 3rd race win of the season on the cards. Brian is not happy. Brian wants Ponchy to win, his favourite driver of the series. Can Ponchy go low? Ponchy goes low. He has the slipstream. Can he pull himself past the iCar? He can't. He hasn't got enough in him to get past him, but he has. He has gone past him down low. iCar going out very wide. Oh, and nearly stacking it there, but no. Saves himself the embarrassment, and Ponchy Wipeout now moving well ahead. Can Ponchy Wipeout win this race at Atlanta, round 11 of the Piston Cup? It'll be his 1st win of the season, and it looks like he's going to, because The iCar has fallen behind 2 back markers, which makes a huge difference for Ponchy Wipeout now. Ponchy Wipeout can see in his mirror what's happened. He knows this is his opportunity as he starts lap 1-3-0. We see the white flag. Ponchy Wipeout could potentially go on to win his first race of the season. iCar has nowhere to go. He is trying every possible move. He has been completely blocked. Ponchy Wipeout on his way to the checkered flag, round 11 of Atlanta Piston Cup. We have a new winner. Ponchy Wipeout wins round 11. Fantastic win for Mr. Wipeout. Brilliant. What an epic finish to the race. I thought it was going to be iCar, but no. Ponchy Wipeout done it. He held it together and won round 11 as he goes into the pits. Victorious on the way to victory lane. Let's go to the official results then and see what's going on. So there you go. We only had 10 cars on the lead lap. D'Agostino, Mulvhill, Swift, Carlo, Markus, Leadfoot, Gearson, McQueen, iCar and Wipeout. 3 cheers for Ponchy. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. And 1 for luck. Hip hip. Brian is very, very happy. He had money on that, I reckon. He was down the bookmakers this morning. I didn't see him, but I did hear on the grapevine. So let's go to the official results. Wow, epic proportions there from Ponchy Wipeout. So let's go to the standings. Thank you, Guy. Thank you for popping along, mate. Thank you very much. Japanese commentators are funny. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Eric. And thank you, Magnus. Thank you all, Mr. Mysterious, Fork, all of you. The Guy, Brian, all of you. I think I've mentioned you all. I'll just get so confused and so excited at the end of these races. As you can see, Darren Leadfoot still leading the championship, 13 points ahead now. He's moved up by 10 points. Bobby Swift in third still. Ponchy Wipeout in fourth, 160 points behind third place, 224 points behind the lead. It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a big struggle. iCar in fifth, Carlo in sixth place. Lightning McQueen has moved himself up to ninth, which is pretty good considering he's had such a bad start, but done epically well today. And Bobby Swift has led the most laps this season so far. Very, very good. So let's go to the results screen. Bye, guys. Thank you very much. See you later. Thank you. Take care. So there you go. Who led the most laps in this race? So it looked like it was Ponchy Wipeout. He gets the bonus points, 41 laps. We had one caution over 4 laps. 45 lead changes. 45, chaps. 9 drivers, that was. 45 lead changes. What a race. You can't pay for that. You can't go to real NASCAR and see that sort of stuff. That's just amazing. Well done. So, next race. We are at Daytona International Speedway for the road course. As you can see it on there, it goes around here, in there, around there, up down here, and then all the way around, down through this bit here, and then, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so that will be a good one. That is Friday night, and see you Friday for that race. Nations Cup on Thursday for round 4, I believe. We're down in Brazil for that one. And then Mexico, sorry, for that one. And then Sunday, we got the Formula 1 Championship. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for popping by. And thank you, all of you guys, for showing your support to the channel. It means so much to me. I wouldn't be here without you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Them 3 words we all say at the end of our channel videos. Take care, good night, and be safe, guys. Keep safe and keep away from that virus. Love you all. Take care.